And I really don't feel like doing another retrospective because I'm recovering from one in the MoMA, one in the Pompidou Center, one in the Barbica, and I still owe the Stedelijk in Amsterdam one. So I decided to, actually I normally don't tell people about what I'm going to do in this show, because I don't want journalists to be prepared and to come and analyze it before they've seen it. So I don't show anything and I don't talk, but I'll show you because it's far away. Because EasyJet doesn't fly here. So I'm doing a show called In Reverse. And it's in reverse for all sorts of things. The retrospective element is the fact that in the beginning I used to torture chairs till they admitted they're comfortable. And now everything is done digitally with pixels. So there was a transition from one to the other. So in one space, I mean, like this is the first sketch. I was going to have physically crushed Fiat 500s. And it's in reverse because before, when I played with metal, I turned metal by bashing it and by manipulating it from flat to a three-dimensional, functional or semi-functional things. Here I take something three-dimensional, perfectly functional, and I reverse it to a painting. And it's, this is sort of one side. The other side is digital crushing. And when this is like the first sketch of the design of the exhibition, where I have the real show is going to be here, you know, the cars. I'm getting a car from Fiat, not a car, the wooden back, the mold, that was done the year I was born, and it's a beautiful, amazingly beautiful object, which is dangerous. You don't want in your own show to have the most beautiful object by someone else. So I had to do something more beautiful than Dante Giacosa's piece. So the exhibition is going to be there, and if you're interested in relevant work of mine from the last 40 years, you can go and see it backstage. So there's going to be the main white cube. Is that the Giacosa wooden piece that I'll show you, and the more beautiful piece that I'm doing. And like things like the rover chair, the Tinker chair, the relevant piece will be backstage. Downstairs, it's going to be digital crushing, so it's like, where's a good I mean, this is a sketch. This is a sketch of digitally crushing a car. But we're crushing the new Fiat 500, not this one, digitally.
You're crushing the new one or the old one?
Digitally, the new one. Because we needed to get state-of-the-art files. This is just nothing. This is just scan. This is just, although 5 years ago I would be very proud of this, but now we are a lot more gritty. And like, we work with a company called Framestore. They make all the special effects for Avatar, Harry Potter, Spielberg's films. So we're working on a 3-minute film with them. Plus, we have on board some engineers that specialize in simulating car crashes. And it's a very funny journey that I didn't know what I'm getting into until I got into it. Even today in the hotel, I got some some footage of experiments from frame store.
Is that a real thing or a poly-led thing, do you think?
So it's all very scientific brushing. It's like,
It's the sort of issue.
and this is just the canvas. This is without the color, the paint, the materials.
So many ways you can
I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I've seen it in the hotel very quickly.
like, you know what?
I like the way the wheels turn. So it's not just, it's just a real brush. So, but before, hang on. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I planned not to. Seriously.
We won't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. So before I did, where is it? A real brush. Where is? Well, I'll go back to where I was. I'll go back here, and I show you what I'm doing. This is the beautiful car that is my age, that Fiat are very happy to lend us the exhibition. And what I'm doing is this: a car that's made road by road, and it has its own sort of fingerprints, a signature in the back in bronze. By the way, that my name Arad means bronze, but it's the Big Easy, and it is. This is all, you know, like the world has changed now. Now, before the first thing we can see, we project is photographs and films about it, then we make it.
Oh.
It used to be the other way around. So that's also, so we made this, and again, not exactly knowing, you know, how it will be made. Will we make it on time?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
What does the car mean? Like the cheaper chain for the car? What's the relationship between you and?
There's a lot of, well, I can tell you personal stories.
But is there something like I get the rover thing, like you were in England and the rovers were being sort of, but the Cinquecento's really so much of an Italian.
It's first of all, it's a great, it's an icon. Sorry?
Cinquecento was sold in Europe.
No, it's a world, maybe you don't know it because it was never street legal in America.
It is now.
The new one, but the old one, the bumper was too low. So it wasn't, it was illegal to bring it. But every Italian you talk to, I mean, will tell you they had the first kiss in the Cinquecento. And when you go to Rome, you see all this. Sorry?
They still have them on the road. Some of the
They still kiss in Cinquecento?
You have to cook friends.
No, but when you go to Rome, you see lots of them, and you don't see Fiat 600. Fiat 600 is a better looking car than a 500, slightly more streamlined. You can sit more comfortably in the back, and it has 4-cylinder. There's also lots of good points about the Seicento, but it didn't survive. And maybe there's a lesson that if you set out to do something like, we'll make the smallest car that still qualifies to be a car, and after the success of it, say, okay, we'll make it slightly less more. It's not as successful as if you stick to your, I don't know. I came back from Rome to London, and on the way from Heathrow, I saw a Cinquecento in the traffic light, and I said, "Are you selling?" He said, "Yes." "How much?" He said, 500. And I said, the next day I bought it, and I still have it in the studio. And it's, anyway, but this is what this Italian people are doing here, it's a real miracle. Because it's a perfect symbiosis between our computer work, because we had to map out, we had to scan a car, and we had to dissect it to ribs, but then they, rib by rib, do the impossible thing here. And just to give you an idea, crazy, completely crazy. One side and the B side. And when it's polished, it's another story. If you see, I mean, they work in teams of two. Sorry? You can speak now. There's no better time. Yeah, it was never closed. Any question? Because I mean, yeah.